I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for hopping on. Appreciate it.
No, yeah, no problem.
Awesome, man. Well, if you're good to go, I'm good to get started.
No, yeah, I'm all good.
Cool. Alrighty. Three, two, one. What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. I wanted to welcome on seventh round pick last year out of Yale, free safety Rodney Thomas. Rodney, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. So now you have a season under your belt, man. Was just kind of curious, how did last season go for you overall, and kind of maybe what are some things going into year two now that you really feel like, man, you've learned a little bit and you're approaching maybe a little bit differently.
No, definitely. I feel I was excited about last year. How I was able to go in and make some plays, just try to help the team out a little bit. So this year basically is just really building on that and trying to take the next step forward. Building on last year, like I was saying, looking at the film, seeing what I got to get better on, making those corrections, just to be able to play at a higher level this upcoming season.
Yeah. So you mentioned some of the things that you watched on tape. What were some of the things that you really liked that you did last year? What were some of the things you're like, I want to get better on that, and maybe are some of your big focuses going into this year?
So I'd say I just naturally just flying around, just being able to make plays on the ball, different things like that. I just want to make sure, just personally, just always is making sure I'm locked in on my keys, seeing what I'm supposed to see, simplifying different things like that. Just flying around, securing tackles, coming up with body parts, balls in the air, like it's our ball, bringing it back for the defense. Just from top to bottom, you can always just improve on everything. So I'm never satisfied with nothing.
Yeah, for sure. And it's probably nice for you and the other defenders to have Gus Bradley come back again for another season.
Yeah,
How do
for
you feel
sure.
like his defense and the scheme that you guys run kind of utilize your talents in the safety room?
Definitely. I feel it helps us just to be able to play and be in like multiple situations, different spots on the field, different things like that. So it brings the best out of you. It brings your whole skill set out of you. So it's a real good spot to be in.
Absolutely. And was curious because obviously Rodney McLeod was in here last year with you guys. And how much did you learn from him and guys like him and Julian Blackman? And what did they teach you really that kind of helps you in your mindset and the things that you do going to here now to year two?
Uh, they teach me everything really. Like there's nothing like you can never like be taught enough. You can always there's always things you can pick up on. There's always things you can learn. There's always things you can add to your game. So, but just from like top to bottom, really just how to carry yourself like on the field, different keys to look at in film, just how you're getting attacked on defense. Like it's a bunch of things that talking to a lot of guys that played a lot of ball in front of me to be able to pass that down to me and then just try to add it to our game. Just the same way as like if I see something, like I'll try to help out them. Like we're all like helping each other out. We're all trying to get better because we're all one team. We're all got the same mission.
Yeah. And obviously, Nick Cross came in with you last year.
Mhm.
Kind of what's your guys' connection been from day one? And, how are you guys hopefully helping each other become better, both at the safety position? Because you guys might be playing alongside each other this year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Nick's my guy. He came. We were living together during camp, so we spent like a lot of time together, like early on, just getting to know each other, different things like that. So just like you said, like side by side on the back end. So when we're in, just making sure that communication is open, talking back and forth, just helping him to be in the right spot as he helps me be in the right spot. I'll be on the same page and I'll be connected throughout the defense. So I'm just excited, looking forward to the season.
Yeah, man. And so take me through kind of the mindset that you had because came in as a seventh round pick last year and you never know. And you worked hard. What was kind of your mindset? Did you have a chip on your shoulder? And how did that maybe help you kind of be where you were starting games and you were making plays for this defense last year?
Yeah, but I feel like my mindset would have been the same regardless if I was picked first round, seventh round, undrafted, and you're still coming in. The draft is what it is, but once you come in, you're all same playing field. So you still got to come in, make a name for yourself, make the plays, and then like just showcase. Every day is a showcase. Every day is an interview. So the mindset stays the same regardless. Never get comfortable because it's next day. It's a new interview, new people coming in. So you always got to keep progressing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, did you have a moment last year where it was kind of like, welcome to the NFL? And then did you have a moment where you're kind of like, I think I can do this at a high level?
I would say uh, probably like the easiest like example for that, like welcome to the NFL, is just being like you never know when your number is going to be called naturally. So like when that happens and you're throwing in, like there's no chance, like you don't have no time to be like anything like that. It's just right in, right what you practice. It can't be no drop off. So I'd probably say like that Kansas City game because that was like the instance where like I was thrown in. That would be like the welcome to the NFL moment. Yeah, that would definitely be the one. And then I mean I've always had confidence in myself, so there was never really like a realization of where like oh like I can play like at this level. Like I've always just trusted in myself and just I know like if I just control what I can control, like follow my keys, do what I'm supposed to do on each play, like everything else will handle itself.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, kind of a little bit of like the off season because you guys will probably have some time off here before camp and everything. Do you have any plans, any fun things that you're planning on doing going into this off season, and maybe any getaways or anything like that?
Be be a bunch of training, a bunch of lifting, a bunch of different things like that. Just getting ready, coming up for the upcoming season. But we are having be like first like family like vacation that we've done. That's not like sports related, like going for like an AU tournament or something like that. It'll be like a first like time as a family, like we can really go somewhere else, just spend some time with the family, different things like that. So it'll be real good.
Yeah, awesome. Glad to hear that. So do you have any like pre-game routines, anything that you do, maybe like a favorite song, a favorite artist, like things that kind of get you hyped up for game day?
Uh, Not I wouldn't say. I don't know. I do. I kind of do like the same thing like every time. It's not really like a set schedule, but I just know like I always got my music in. Like I'm always like tuned in. I'm always just looking over different things like in my notebook, like leading up into the game. Like I eat like all the way up into the game, like before we go out to warm ups, like just different things to where like I keep it consistent. I keep it going. It's pretty simple. I'm not really too complex.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm curious your thoughts on some of the guys. You guys drafted a lot of defensive backs this last year in this draft. You brought in obviously Julius Branson, a local guy here. You brought in a couple other DBs, including another safety. What have you kind of seen from those guys? Have you been able to interact with them much yet? And how excited are you to work with these young guys? I mean, you were drafted this last year, and these guys this year, so a
Yeah.
pretty young DB room all together.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited to get those guys in, get working with them. I know they're hungry just from talking to the coaches. Like they're hungry, like eager to work, eager to learn, eager to listen. So you can't like coming in, like you can't ask for much more than that. Guys that want to be here. So I'm just excited to, like I said, just get with them, get working with them, and just hopefully just all try to help the team out and get some wins for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So one last question for you, Rodney. I really appreciate you coming on,
No,
man.
no problem.
So everybody has some sort of goals, whether it's personal goals, whether it's team goals. What is your kind of mindset in terms of goals? Do you set any personal goals, and if so, what would those be? And then kind of team goals as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, every year coming into the season, like we're thinking championship, like for sure. But like naturally, like you can't think ahead. You take it day by day, practice by practice, rep by rep. But like coming into the season, you're always thinking the best about yourself. You're always thinking the highest for yourself, highest for the team. And I feel like that's the only way like you should be for
Yeah.
sure.
Awesome, awesome, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming on, Rodney. Best of luck this season, and yeah,
Appreciate it.
have fun on that vacation, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.